guys, welcome again to another episode of Talk Journey to Me. It is again very late at night. As you see, I'm still not back in my living room. This is my bedroom, so we haven't got our lights fixed down there, and we're probably not going to do it this weekend because we had a very busy weekend. Excuse me. Sorry. But I just wanted to hop on, and this is going to be really quick, which I always say, but this one actually is going to be really quick because I don't have a whole lot to show. But give a profound thank you to everybody, a very heartfelt thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday and a happy anniversary. I really appreciate it. I have read all your comments and hearted them, and enjoyed them all thoroughly. As you know, like that last video of mine was also an introduction to my birthday / anniversary giveaway, which is still going on until Monday. Hopefully you'll see this before then. Today is Saturday the 12th. No, sorry, today's Friday. Well, I'm doing this very late on really technically Saturday morning. So it's Saturday the 12th. And hopefully I'll get this out sometime during the day on Saturday to you. And the giveaway ends on Monday the 15th, 12th, 13th. Yeah. Today's Saturday the 13th of April. Okay. Today's Saturday the 13th. The giveaway is going to end on Monday the 15th. At some point that night, or that evening, I will draw a name for the giveaway. So if you've liked my last video, commented on it, and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you qualify. The last video would be the one that I did on Monday the 8th. I put it out on Monday the 8th, so it says giveaway. And there's like something special you have to say, so watch the whole video and it'll tell you what you have to say. So yeah, so anyway, thank you for participating in that. Honestly, if you guys haven't got in on that, your chances are very good as of right now. So just putting that out there. And then those of you that bought mystery boxes, I hope that you enjoy them. The free shipping is over. That was ended on Wednesday, but 3 of you guys got in on that, so congratulations. No, 2 of you. Someone bought 2. 2 of you guys got in on that, so congratulations. I really hope you enjoyed. If you bought some and you're a subscriber and you're watching this, let me know how you like them. I hope you enjoy them. There are 3 left, so you guys go for it. If you like it, like I said, these are, I feel like really good, and they're heavy. So what I have on the listing is for 8 pounds. And even the last batch, most of them that was an underestimation. So most of them tended to be closer to 9.5 pounds, like 8 point something. There might have been one that was closer to 10, I don't remember. But it's a little bit of an underestimation of how much yarn is in there. These ones, I went overboard. So the first one I sent out was like 12 pounds. And then after that was like, then the second one, so the first one I sent out, the first batch I sent out was like the order of 2. So one of them was 12 pounds and one of them was like 11 point something pounds. And then the last one I just sent out a couple days ago was 10 pounds. So you're getting a good bit of extra yarn in these. I'm assuming the other 3 are probably going to be about the same. So anyway, yeah, they're well packed. So I hope you guys enjoy them. You get a little extra. I'm paying a little extra for shipping, but that's okay. Anyway, so there's that. Just wanted to thank everyone and just remind you, get in on the mystery boxes if you are so inclined. There's 3 more. Like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna do another batch. You know, probably another few months or so. We'll see. When I have to psych myself up to like part with more yarn. Anyhow, other than that, I just wanna, you guys already seen these. These are the 2 blankets I already showed you, but one of them is going to their new home tomorrow. And I'm gonna show you my 3rd blanket that's not finished, but it's a little more than halfway done. So if you remember, I have 4, really 5 now, babies being born this summer, June, July. not me. I have no babies being born, but I have 5 friends with babies being born. At least 3, possibly 4 of them are boys. The 5th one, I don't know. I don't think I know. I'll ask grandma though, just to make sure. And the 4th one, I've heard a rumor it's a boy, but I haven't heard it from the horse's mouth. So, but I have to make at least 3 boy baby blankets. And the first one is going out tomorrow because that's when the baby shower is. So that was, I decided this one, which is the first one I made. This one is the 12-point star. Try to hold it so you can see the star. I gotta take pictures tonight too. That's another reason I'm up doing this. Let me take pictures before it goes out of my house, but let me hold it so you can kind of see the star. Hopefully you can see that. This is a Jada and Stitches pattern. And I used Red Heart Baby something. What was it called? It's discontinued. And also probably discontinued is Snuggly Wuggly from Loops and Threads. So yeah. So let me fold that back up. I gotta go get some gift bags. I also bought the mom a breast pump. And a couple other little things. So fold that one up. And then this was the dragonfly. If you remember, when I talked to you guys last, well, it's upside down time, the yarn, the yellow yarn, when I went to add in a new ball of this yellow yarn, it barfed on me and knotted up and just made it just a pain to finish up like these last couple of rows. But I finished it. I tied it together because I was so sick of it at this point. I just did one single crochet around as the border, but I think actually that worked perfectly. It ties it together just simply, and the dragonflies are still the star of the show. So that one is going out in a couple of weeks. I gotta decide. I have 2 back-to-back showers. I gotta decide who's gonna get which one, because there's this one here, and then this one I'm gonna show you. If you recall, I was like trying to decide what to do next, what to use next. I decided to go with sticking with the same Loops and Threads Snuggly Wuggly here, because I had some more of it left. So I started with that. I dug around and I found this pattern called the Aurora baby blanket. That is what I went with, and it's really pretty. I'm really glad I made this choice. So I started with this Snuggly Wuggly, and then I grabbed a few other colors of the baby yarns. These are all patterns, the rest of these, but they're all, it's a little bit fuzzier, like a little bit more of a halo feeling, but it's pretty much the same thing as the Snuggly Wuggly. So this is in the color, the Snuggly Wuggly is in the color blue of some sort. Where you at? Doing all this for something that I'm pretty sure has been discontinued or will be soon. Oh, cobalt. I think I told you this last time. I think I told you all these last time, but this is cobalt. And then this is some kind of white, angel white. And it's called Patton's Beehive Sport, by the way. Can you see that? Patton's Beehive Sport. Beehive Baby Sport. This is Bonnet's Blue. And this is Delicate Green. And I've also got like a pink of this. It's either this or this. I don't remember. I think there were these, the rest of these. I have a pink down in my Crate O baby yarns, and I have like a soft gray. So tons of other options. So anyway, I grabbed those 4 colors, and I made this. I started this here. So this is the Aurora baby blanket. Let me bring it a little closer. It's like a stacked shells. Can you guys see that? So it's like all shell stitches. So stacked shells here, and then like, I don't know if you guys can see that, so it's better. So shells and shells. So it's a little bit of a textured pattern because you're going back and forth. So just depending on which, like, it kind of gives it this kind of almost ribbed pattern. And then it's also, because you're going back and forth, it is fully reversible. So four rows. Oh, okay, so sorry. I'm doing 1 row each, like doing 10 rows. Whoa. 10 rows of each color, right? To make 4 like blocks, individual blocks. And then I'm doing 3 sets of those blocks. And that's gonna give me about 39 inches. So as you see, I've completed one set here, and then I'm into the second set. So this is about, that means it's 12 in all. So like this white here represents the halfway point. So I'm a little over halfway done. I am gonna have to put a very substantial border on it because width-wise, it's only 25 inches. So I wanna get closer to 30. The border that's actually part of the pattern has several, like 3 or 4 rows. Like I gotta see how wide the actual border is once I do it, but I might, we'll see if I might need to add like because you start with, I forget what the border is, but I know you start with a couple rows of single crochet, like you in all the colors. We'll see, but if need be, I'll add some rows to the border to give it a little more width here. But yeah, I really like it. It's very beautiful. It goes very fast. This is actually probably not the yarn to do this stitch justice because it is so textured. Like, it looks good. I love the way it worked out. I was like a little bit, I wasn't so sure about it till I got to this color here, and I feel like here and here, and I was like, that's kind of blah. But then when I added in the this minty one, I already forgot the name of it. I was like, oh, I like that. And then this one, I like. So I definitely like the combination. I think it looks great. But because it's so thin, it's still fine. It's squishy and it's textured, but I can just see the stitch like looking so beautiful in like a super squishy yarn. And it really giving me ideas because I bought the Karen Jumbo Twirls, the newer one. I know it's the Joanne, that's where I got it, but it's like the Karen Jumbo skein, but it's got that one kind of off color fiber running through it that gives it like a tweedy look. And I feel like that would look great in a really textured stitch, so I might use that with this stitch to make like a really cool textured blanket. We'll see. I know I was looking for like this a really special textured stitch for that. So that's it. That's what I've been doing all week. I haven't done anything else. Have I? I feel like there's one other thing I did. I don't think so though. I think that's all I did this week. Oh, the only other thing I kind of did. Let me put these up. This actually also went really fast. So okay, another thing. Like I said, this is a pattern and not a tutorial, right? Which is the first time I'm really doing a full project with only a pattern. The only other thing I've done with a pattern was when I made like the Japanese knot bag and the other bag out of Karen's swirl cakes, and even that had like video hints to go with it. This one is totally with a pattern. So it's good practice reading patterns. It's an easy 2-row repeat, so I haven't looked at the pattern in days. But the first, this part here, the first like few rows, like I frogged them so many times. Like just the first night when I cast the song, which was like Saturday night, so a week ago, I had to frog it so many times, just like kind of not skimming the pattern or not reading it well. So I kept adding, like first I was putting a shell. So this is like, you do a single crochet at the top at the peak, and then you do a shell stitch. It's a five stitch shell. You do the shell in the little valleys here, so single crochet and shell. So the first time I did it, like I somehow misread it as doing a shell at both the peak and the valley, which doesn't even make any sense when you think about it, but I just was rolling with it. And so as you assume, tons, like it was all wavy down here, just way too many stitches. And I was like, okay, and I reread it, that's not right. And then I took it all out and I did something else, some other mistake that ended up with too many stitches, but not as bad, not as egregious. And then I was like, no, that's still not right. Took it out. So I finally got it. And then the next day I took it to church and we were gonna be out all day. So I was like, because my husband had play practice, and then we had evening service, and so I was out in the car working on it, and I didn't look at. I thought I remembered it. I didn't look at the pattern, and so I'm just going, and I don't remember. I had to take it all out for something, and then I thought I had it again, fixed it, and then I was still had it wrong because the way that you end and start each row, even though it's a 2-row repeat, like the difference is in the way that you end and start the rows, and I was not doing that correctly. So I ended up having to take out a whole bunch, almost all the way back to the beginning, like back down to like the 3rd or 4th row that night, and redoing it, and then finally getting it. Now it's in my head. So this was like practice for me actually doing, like, reading patterns and like not having someone walk me through it vocally. And so yeah, just kind of a cautionary tale for myself that yeah, like, don't, with knitting, I'm like familiar enough, I guess, like with the stuff that I can kind of skim a pattern and just do it, you know, or skim like a line in a pattern and not, you know, but with crochet, like, I'm still at the point where I have to like read it carefully and make sure I'm like understand exactly what it's telling me to do. So that was just a little bit of a cautionary tale to myself. The only other thing I did this week is just kind of, when I'm not feeling like doing anything else, is working on my what are you, a scrap blanket. So I did get to the point where I did decide, like I think I told you guys last time, I'm pretty much at the point where I'm ready to decrease. So I did start decreasing. So there's one edge, and then the other decrease edge is over here. Where are you? No, you gotta be over here. Over here. So it's a rectangle. That's why these are not even. I made it into a rectangle instead of a square. I'm still working through my vintage scraps that I have. So everything from, I think I showed you guys before, but everything from this mauve down here all the way up is all just like random vintage scraps that I've got. These last few are the scratchiest thing I've ever held in my hand in my life. Like, they're like sandpaper. Like, hoping and praying that they do well. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but you know, they'll soften up, I'm sure. But man, they are no fun to work with. So I'm glad I'm done with them. I have some more like them. Like, this one's not much better. It's slightly better. That's what I'm on right now. I just added it on. But these are so old and so scratchy. I don't even know when they're from, but like, look at the color palette. It's like all those muted, like 70s and 80s super muted colors, like nothing bright. Everything is like super washed out looking. So it's got to be old. And just the feel of it, I haven't felt yarn like this since I mean, probably never. Like, I don't remember. I wasn't super into yarn until a few years ago, but we always had it as a kid. But you know, I don't remember what it felt like. But I haven't felt yarn like this in my adult fiber career at all. It is, it's vintage, so we'll just say that. But that's what I've worked on. That's like kind of my little, when I just want to do something besides what I've been doing. So everything's been blankets lately. I am ready to do some other things, but we want to finish these. So 2.5 done, and at least one more to go, maybe 2, maybe. Probably 2, but I'm not gonna rush you the last one. I know that baby's, because that's the one my friend in Philadelphia, I can send that anytime. You know, I don't have to, I'm not gonna go to her baby shower, though I would love to. Just an excuse to go up there and see my friends. That's what I was telling her, my friend, because my friend is the grandma, and then her daughter's having a baby, but I known her daughter for her whole life. But I was like, yeah, you know, I was like, I'm so tempted to buy a ticket. You know, I was like, everyone I know is pregnant. There's 2 baby showers of like the 2 weeks before your daughter's. And she's like, yeah, I understand. No pressure at all, you know. And I was like, and then, you know, even though, you know, we'd love to have you, like, it's a long way to go for just a baby shower. And I was like, the baby shower would be an excuse. Like, we both know why I'm really coming up there. Like, she was just like, haha, which it's true though. Cause I got, you know, me and her and our other good friend are just like you know, whatever the three-way version of like tight. I don't know how to do it with 3 fingers, but that's us. So anyway, so I'll probably make her one too, was the moral of that story. That's all I've done though. So once I get this guy finished, I'm gonna definitely relax the pace a little bit and I'll let some other stuff in because I don't think my 4th friend is having a baby shower. And that's the one, she had a baby last year and then she just had the baby. Like that's the one I was like, she's just gonna show up with the baby one day, and pretty much that's what happened. I didn't, yeah. So I didn't even confirm it till like a month after he was born. I was like, because there are a couple that are out of our church, but they actually have their own church now, so we don't see them as often. And so I had to ask someone, I was like, did she have her baby? And they were like, oh yeah, she had him last month. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I gotta stay in the car for her. I had some like diapers and stuff in the blanket. So anyway, that's it. So I'm gonna, yeah, my point being, I will kind of open back up. I have some plans. I'm going to do a wearable that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I think I'm ready. I found a tutorial for someone that I really loved. I'm gonna try it. And it's just with some yarn that I've had forever that I was planning to make this wearable with. I'm being cryptic on purpose. That I was planning to make this wearable with knit. And I realized it was not the right choice once I got better and knew more about yarn and knitting, because I bought it early on. And so I was like, this is not gonna work. But the crochet pattern I found, I think will work beautifully. So I'm excited to try that. I need to get back on my Bod Hatapaloozas. I'm so behind on that. I don't know if I'm gonna go and catch up or just jump back in wherever they are. Maybe a little bit of both. Also my donation hats that I've been doing, I'm like behind on those. Like just the regular like vanilla beanies I do to just use up yarn. I haven't done one of those in a while. What else? So there's that. I still want to do a couple of shawls with my 2/8 yarns. And I have the next ones I want to use picked out, sitting there waiting for me. So I want to get back on that. I still need to finish this blanket. This is, and this is, yeah, I gotta get going on this. This is where this is. And this is going to one of the families that's having a baby. So I'd really love to be able to give, baby a blanket and give mom and dad a blanket. So that one is the one, that one I have like I have a month, exactly a month, I think, to finish, like if I were to do that. So actually probably what I'm actually gonna do is I'll finish this and then work feverishly on that one, and then I'll have all the blankets that I want to get by May the 11th done. And then I'll reopen back up the whip parade and do other things. I think that might be the plan. We'll see. Plans change, but that's what I'm leaning toward now. Anyway, that is all. I'm probably 5-10 minutes over what I plan to be on here, so I'm gonna just cut it off real quick. Nothing awkward, nothing long. I will talk to you guys on Monday the 15th with the giveaway drawing. In the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you like this video. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I would appreciate it if you leave a comment. I actually love getting comments. I promise you I do. I know I am terrible at responding to them. I love them so much. I promise you. Okay, they make my day. They make my day. And there's some of you guys that are really good about commenting on every video I put out, and I really appreciate you guys. You know who you are. And I really consider you guys my YouTube friends, like I promise you. So thank you guys, all of you that faithfully comment and like and do things like that. You're great. Anyway, I already drugged this out when I said I wasn't going to. So you guys have a great weekend. See you Monday.